Things to Make You Think podcast. And the focus of my podcast is mental health, although because of a lot of things that we go through indirectly or directly affects our mental health, we'll be talking about pretty much everything. So nutrition, physical health, finances, education, and even sex, and just pretty much all things the human experience. So let's talk about it. Hey y'all, it's Shan here with another podcast. I know it's been a while. A little minute, but I be needing my time, right? I got 3 kids. I work full time. I've been sick. So yeah, I had to take a little hiatus, but I'm back and we here and I ain't going nowhere. But hi guys. First I want to say thank you to everybody who listens to me consistently, listen to all my podcasts. If you're new here, welcome. I'm a vibe. Just get to know me. I'm excited. I think I'm gonna start doing like seasons, because I realized that I am kind of like all over the place with my podcast. They're a little sporadic as far as topics. So I think I'm gonna start doing seasons and just like focus on, and even if they're just short seasons, just to focus on certain topics so that I'm just not bouncing around. But y'all know that the overall goal of my podcast is to talk about mental health. But like my intro says, pretty much everything that we go through affects our mental health, like literally everything, like being a parent, relationships, work, like all that shit affects our mental health. So I like to talk about a little bit of everything. I like to talk about the human experience because, it's wild. Like, honestly, I wish I was a fucking alien. Like, Earth is ghetto as hell. So ghetto. And especially when you become an adult, and then you're an adult during a fucking inflation, like, bruh. Ghetto. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. So, let's get into this podcast, where I'm going to be talking about dating. The man versus woman little beef we got here in the world. And I'm going to reference a couple podcasts, and I'll leave that information for you to listen to those podcasts in full whenever you get a chance. Obviously, after you listen to mine. And yeah. So first and foremost, let's talk about what we need to think about before, when we go into dating. First of all, you need to be intentional. And this is, I know y'all probably like, who's this? What the fuck? She knows she's single. Da-da-da. Yeah, I'm single by choice. I was married. I got divorced because of reasons. And yeah. But I've been learning, like, since I've been in a relationship, since I've been single, and shit, I was even in a situationship, I've been learning a lot about dating. And yeah, so I'm gonna spread what I know, because maybe, somebody younger might need to hear it, or maybe somebody older, because shit, I'm just finding certain shit out at 31. So, But anyway, so first and foremost, you need to be intentional when it's coming to dating, because I feel like, excuse me, a lot of people are not intentional. Like, that's why these relationships don't go nowhere. Y'all just jumping from person to person, carrying the freaking baggage from this person, taking it to the next person. Like, it's just, dating out here is a hot ass mess because nobody's being intentional. That's the problem. Nobody's being intentional. Y'all dating for all the wrong reasons, and y'all looking for all the wrong shit when it comes to dating. But first and foremost, like I said, you need to be intentional, and you also need to love yourself first. If you don't love yourself first, you're going to fall for anything. You're going to be dealing with anything. You're going to be dealing with shit that you never even thought that you would deal with. All right. And that's coming from a person who dealt with some shit that she never thought that I ain't never thought I was gonna deal with, right? I wasn't intentional. I mean, I feel like yeah, let's not talk about me. But anyway, yeah, you'll be accepting anything. And another thing, like, if you don't love yourself, people pick up on that. Like, people pick up on a lack of confidence. Women don't like men who are not confident. Like, because how can I expect you to lead me if you're not confident in yourself? Like, where are we going? One thing about women, we ain't letting no man lead us astray. Okay? Now, we all for a man leading. All for it. We love that, when a man is stern and stand on business and a man of his word who has authority. Women love that. But if you're not confident and you're not that type of man and you're not giving off leader, we ain't finna let you lead, because we ain't stupid. I mean, sometimes we could be stupid when a dick is good, but that's neither here nor there. But that's why we need to start loving ourselves, because even in those situations, we can't be falling for these niggas just because the dick is good. All right? If he ain't treating you right, get up out of there. Don't self-destruct over no good dick. All right? It's not worth it, because at the end of the day, he probably community dick and giving everybody some dick. All right? Anyways. So, yeah. So, women don't like to see lack of confidence in a man. And that will definitely reflect in the relationship. Like, she's going to, you're going to feel like she's a nagger. Or you're going to feel like, like she's hard to deal with, or she's not submissive. Well, really she is, but she's peeping your lack of confidence, so she ain't finna submit to your ass. So you need to be looking in the mirror and asking yourself, why ain't this woman submitting to me? Why, like, what's the problem? You're the problem. Okay? Nobody likes that. And the same for women. Men peep women who don't have confidence. They peep that. When you have a lack of confidence, they know they could treat you any other type of way. Because they know that if they love bomb you and then go cheap, they love bomb you, buy you some flowers, they know you ain't gonna go nowhere. They know that they could do whatever they want because you don't have confidence in yourself. Like, men peep that. Because if you got confidence, you're gonna get up out of there. Like, first of all, I ain't finna deal with this. Like, I'm gonna be single, or I'm gonna go to the next man. And ain't nobody finna deal with this. Show some confidence, ladies. All right? Don't let these niggas run over you just because the dick good or just because he got money. We ain't tolerating that in 2024. Okay? Keep it moving. So also, you need to know yourself. Know what you're going to accept and what you're not going to accept. And that goes along with loving yourself. I feel like people don't take time to really get to know themselves. Y'all think y'all know yourselves because y'all been yourselves for all your life. But really, like, as I get older and, like, I'm 31 now, I didn't learn so much about myself over the past few years. It's crazy. Like, I did not know myself, like, at all. Like, to the point where I'd be shocked, like, damn. So that's why I act this way, or that's why I move this way, or that's why, I do what I do. We don't be really knowing ourselves. Know yourself before you go into a relationship. I feel like that's important. Because, like I said, you're going to end up dealing with some shit that you never thought you was going to deal with. Or, and I feel like when you know yourself, you're better equipped to evaluate other people. Because, I don't know, it's just something about it. I guess it's just, I don't know, understanding of self. I don't know where the correlation is, but, like, for me, like, because I know myself so well, I'm able to, like, read people. Like, so I know when somebody don't know themselves. I know when a person don't love themselves. I know when they don't have confidence. I can peep all that shit. Like, I'm pretty good at reading people. And I don't know how, but when you know yourself, you could better deal with other people. I'm not the professional here. All right? I'm about to be a professional, but we're going to talk about that later. But anyways, yeah, so know yourself. And Y'all heifers and y'all men need to stop jumping from relationship to relationship. And I'm gonna try to I'm gonna figure out how I could squeeze in this video or whatever. I think it's Dr. Umar. Y'all know who that is, right? I think he was talking about, you know, what I always be talking about. People don't never give themselves time to heal.
Black male-female relationships are so dysfunctional is you got traumatic man trying to relate to traumatic woman. Neither one of them is dealing with the person across the table because they're both reacting from past hurt, which is why I believe that when you get out of one relationship before you go into another one, you need a period of healing, because if in fact you were in love, it's going to take you a while to heal your soul back, because love is the process of two becoming one. So if that was really love before you move on, you got to take a break and heal. The problem, gentlemen, is we don't like to take the break and heal. And the reason why Black men and Black women don't like to take the break to heal is when you are in solitude. And this is why spirituality functions on a foundation of solitude. When you are alone, your soul forces to the surface issues in your life that you need to address that you don't feel like addressing. So the reason I'm rushing out to get another woman isn't because I'm ready to build another relationship. It's because when I'm home alone, I deal with my abandonment of my mother. I deal with my sexual abuse of my uncle. I deal with the emotional emasculation I suffered from my mother. I'm dealing with the bullying from my siblings. You see that? Yeah. So how do you escape your internal demons? You run out and you date. And so in the Black community, dating and mating has become the newest drug. It's how we escape from taking responsibility for our emotional health.
Huh? Why are you looking for another relationship if you just ended a relationship a month ago? Like, there's no way you healed in a month. I'm sorry. It's just, there's no way. Now, all right, you might have. Okay, I'm not the professional here. And as for women, sometimes we be checking out way before the relationship even in. So I get it in that situation. But still, a month to me, I don't feel like that's enough time to heal. Because, like, in the video that I'm going to try to get in here, Dr. Umar is saying, like, when you actually love somebody and you're in a relationship, that's y'all becoming one. Like, that's the goal, right? That's the goal, for you to become one. So when you break up, there's no way, especially if you spent years, like 6, 10, 5, however many years, you know, building with this person, there's no way you're ready for a relationship after a month. There's no way. Like, you're about to bring in all that insecurity, all that baggage from the last relationship, and you need to stop. Like, you need to check yourself. You need to take some time. Give yourself at least 6 months. All right? Give yourself at least 6 months before you hop into the next relationship. Heal a little bit, okay? Y'all be doing too much. And I be seeing bitches hopping from, women, hopping from relationship, and then having baby with all the men. Girl. Now, I know some women's against abortion, but it's there for a reason. I'm sorry, but I'm not carrying every man's baby. Accidents happen, I get it, you know, and you might be against abortion, whatever. But me personally, God forgive me, but sending this baby up to you, baby, because accidents happen, right? Oops, sorry. Maybe in another life, not this one. It's too overwhelming already. We ain't doing that. Let's just move on. Anyways, but yeah, y'all need to stop hopping from relationship, especially if you was just in a traumatic relationship. If you just went through some traumatic ass shit like domestic violence, emotional abuse, you know, mental abuse, whatever. If you went through some shit in the past relationship, your ass is not ready for a relationship in a month or 2 months or 3 months. I honestly feel like, okay, if you and your ex was on the same page with ending a relationship and you ain't go through nothing traumatic, give your ass like 3 to 6 months, you know, of just be single for a little bit. You know, focus on yourself, build yourself up, whatever. Cool. But if you went through some traumatic shit, you need a year minimum to be single and really heal. There's no way you're healing in no month, 2 months, 3 months after going through something traumatic. And your ass needs to get therapy, men and women. Even if you ain't going through something, you need therapy. I feel like it's important and to be able to talk to somebody without judgment. Somebody who don't really know you, and somebody who's a professional and able to, like, you know, break down what you're going through and explain it to you. Because, like, my therapist, she explained so much to me that I didn't even know about myself. I'll tell her when I'm going through what I've been through, and she told me, okay, this is what's going on with you because of what you went through, whatever shit that I didn't know. All right, but now I know because I had a therapist. So it's important to have a therapist. Y'all, I know some people, look, especially in the Black community, because y'all don't be taking mental health serious. Y'all feel like the men ain't supposed to cry. Y'all feel like the Black women is supposed to carry all the fucking burden and still be submissive and all the shit. Y'all got shit fucked up. All right. Okay. So first of all, Black women should not have to carry the burden. You want a woman to be submissive, you need to be the one equally carrying the burden or carrying most of the burden, especially if she's a parent, and especially if she's a parent of your child, especially if you know she went through some shit. Come on, let's work together here. Now, we done already got the world tearing us down. Let's work together here. I hate seeing the Black community, like, bickering about, oh, this man's feminine, this man's this, this man's that, he's a crybaby, this, that, and the third. Crying is very healthy. First of all, you need to be crying. You need to let that out. That's very, very normal, very healthy for men and women. And as far as, like, the women, like, y'all men need to stop expecting just because we can handle some shit and just because we can do some shit don't mean we want to or that we should. We need and we want to depend on men. Like, we want to be submissive. That's the goal, is to be able to be submissive. If we can't be submissive to our man, the relationship ain't ever gonna work. I'm sorry. Because let's be real here. Men are supposed to be the leaders. They're supposed to be the backbone of a family, while the woman is the nurturers and, you know, the person who also a backbone, but in a different sense. You know, women are loving, we're soft, we want to be nurturers and stuff like, you know, stuff like that. We don't want to have to be the man and the woman, especially with a man around. Like, come on, let's be real here. Anyways, so yeah. Also, people need to evaluate their expectations, because let's be real here. And this goes along with knowing what you want and knowing yourself. Because knowing yourself, let me repeat that, know yourself. Because I was watching the Kendra G show. Y'all know that's my shit. Because I feel like I be learning so much about relationships and just people, period, by watching that show. That's why I watch it. Sometimes it's entertaining, but for me, it's more of an educational type of thing. But, like, so I seen her post this video. And this girl who didn't have a job, this woman, excuse me, she didn't have a job, and she wanted a man that made $100K. Let's be realistic here. Bitch, you out your mind. You don't even get that job, but you think you finna pull a man that makes $100K? And no, I'm not against nobody, you know, not having a job. We have our moments. But first of all, and also, when somebody tell you that they Uber, that's money. If they're really putting in that work, they're making some good money. So don't be downplaying those drivers, because 1 month I made like $6,000 Ubering. You could get money Ubering when you really putting in that time and that effort. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. But yeah, no job. And this is what I'm saying. This is a period of where you need to be single. You need to be finding yourself. You need to be focused on getting a motherfucking job. All right? You need to not be looking for no nigga, especially not no nigga that make $100K, because, baby, you're not even there. Like, also what I'm learning as an adult who's trying to obtain riches, people who make $100K and more have a completely different mindset than people who make 30, 40K a year. Completely different. The mindsets are different. And, I mean, the money kind of reflects that. So you cannot be not making them. And don't get me wrong, you could definitely pull a man who make good money as a woman, usually if you're physically attractive. But when you ain't really got it like that, come on, baby. and you don't got no goals, and you really think you finna pull a man that make 100K? Let's be real here. Let's be fucking real. This is what I'm saying. Know yourself. Evaluate yourself, because those expectations is so unrealistic. And another thing is, all y'all women want the same man. Y'all want the same man. Everybody want a man that make 100K more, 100K or more, 6 feet and up, black. You really messing up your chances on finding love, because y'all all want the same nigga. So how y'all think he feeling? Like, a man that's 6 foot, making over 100K, who's black. Come on now, he's cocky as hell. He know he can get whoever he want, because all y'all women want him. Y'all need to start thinking about character. Just like this podcast that I was listening to about dating tips, I'll put in the description. And let me find her name before I just sit up here and just be rambling on. Her name is Dr. G. All right? Dr. G was saying, y'all need to be focused on character. Y'all need to stop thinking about how tall a man is, how much money he make, how he gonna treat you. Like, I'm not saying fall for no broke ass nigga. Nobody's saying that. But if there's a man who ain't where he at in life, and he got goals, and he's working, and he's trying, but his, and his character is what you're looking for, give that man a chance. Like, come on now, give him a chance. Don't do him. Because while y'all all want this 100K 6 foot girl, everybody want him. You ain't never gonna find your love of your life. Now, I'm not gonna say never, because some women do find, that man and they fall in love and they get married with that man who make over 100K, who saw, etc., etc. But don't limit yourself just because you want this specific man, because everybody want home babe. Like, let's not do that. So y'all expectations need to be realistic. Same with y'all men. Like, y'all be wanting a beautiful women who work out, who make money, and this, that, and third, but y'all don't be thinking about character. Think about somebody's character, because you could find a woman who getting money, who work out, whatever, who fit and everything, and she could be a fucking whore, or she could be not submissive, or a fucking headache. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like people need to focus on character. How is this person going to make you feel? Not what they can do for you. How are they going to make you feel? Are they going to make you happy? Or is this man somebody who, makes you comfortable to be soft? Is this woman the type of person that you could come home to that's not giving you a headache, that's going to rub your back, bring you some bath water? Y'all need to be thinking about character, not just with physical attraction and money or whatever. So yeah, evaluate your motherfucking expectations and stop being so goddamn judgmental. Because I feel like people are so judgmental. Everybody's going through shit. And especially when it comes to physical attraction, this person ain't always going to be physically attractive. So let's be real here. People's going to get old. Titties going to start sagging. Balls going to start dropping. Like, let's be real here. Like, motherfuckers gonna start getting wrinkles. Nose is gonna start spreading. As you get older, you start to change physically. So to expect, to try to fall for somebody because of how they look right then, it's just like, they ain't gonna look like that forever. Now, they might always be beautiful, and they might always be beautiful in your eyes, whatever. But I feel like we need to be thinking about character. Also, we need to stop categorizing women and men, because I feel like men is always like, oh, all y'all women do this, all y'all women this, all y'all that. No, all y'all women nothing. That's your experience with the women that you dealt with. That ain't got shit to do with all of us. All right? Just because you was messing with a woman that cheated on you don't mean that all of us cheat. Just because you was messing with a woman who's a gold digger don't mean we all gold diggers. All right? And that goes along with knowing yourself and giving yourself some time, because you're bringing in trauma from your past relationships and things that you went through, and you're trying to judge a whole fucking species because of what you went through. You ain't dated all women, so how the hell you know what all women do? Even if you did date a lot of women, there's 8 billion people in the world, whatever. Like, come on now, let's be real here. All right, you don't know all women give everybody their own chance to prove who they are. Don't try to be, oh, I know you probably like the other women and this, that, and third. Like, no. Give me a chance to prove who I am and show who I am. Don't bring up nothing about nothing that you went through with any other woman. And the same with the women. Stop bringing up shit that you went through with the last man. And matter of fact, stop telling that man what you went through, because you teaching him how to treat you. If it's a man with ill intentions, you teaching him how to treat you. He know that you will accept him hitting on you, or he know that you'll accept, him cheating on you. So he finna do that to your ass because he know that you'll keep taking him back. Even if you do eventually leave, he know you won't be there for a minute. So stop, don't bring in that trauma. Give everybody a fresh start. Leave that shit where it's at. That's why you need time to heal. Leave it where it's at. Let's move forward. And, give everybody a fair chance. Give them a clean slate. You know what I'm saying? Also, I think we need to keep in mind that love is rare. Like, true love is rare. It's not something that you're going to come across easily, or now sometimes it might happen like that. But understand that if it was like, to me, I always think about this. If it's something easy to get, to me, it's not worth it. Like, if I come across somebody and we start dating and it feels too good to be true, 9 times out of 10 it is. You know what I'm saying? But, I'm not saying don't give that person a chance. Obviously, give them a chance to show who they are. But a lot of times, things that come easy, it's not worth it. It's the things that are hard, the things that take time, the things that are tedious. And it's important, too, to always be friends with your partner first. Because it really takes a lot of time to get to know somebody. And I know that from experience. I was with a man for 6 years, and he started treating me ways that I never in my life thought that he would ever treat me. And I knew him for 6 years. So, we had got into arguments or whatever, and he showed like little signs, but I never thought it would got to the point to where it ended up. You know what I'm saying? So, give yourself time to get to know people. Like, don't rush into anything. I feel like it's definitely important to be friends first before you get into a relationship. And that's why I tell all the men who I be talking to, I'm not rushing into shit. Like, I have people ask me to be in a relationship, and I'm just like, I'm not ready for that. Like, I feel like we ain't even known each other long enough. We ain't even known each other a year. I'm not jumping into a relationship with nobody. We need to take time to be friends, to really get to know each other, to really understand each other, to see if this is somebody that, you could be with for the rest of your life, or somebody that you could live with. You know what I'm saying? I hate when I say that. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to stop saying that. But I'm going to start using right? Like all the real podcasters, right? Right? But, so yeah. Give yourself some time. Get to know people before you jump into things. And don't be self-absorbed either. I feel like a lot of people go into these relationships, like I was kind of goes along with, your expectations. I feel like you're looking for too much from it. It's like, oh, can this person make me happy? Can this person do this? Can this person do that? I feel like you gotta be able to make yourself happy first. If you're not happy with yourself and you can't be happy as a single person, then you ain't gonna be happy in a relationship. It's not nobody's job to make you happy. It's your job to be happy on your own and bring that together with somebody who's also happy with being on their own. Y'all can be happy together. Make each other happy. But stop looking for people to change your whole mind and experience with life, and you know what I'm saying? And stop, right? Okay, stop saying, you know what I'm saying? Right? You gotta stop expecting people to change your life, right? Like, we really need to be mindful of that. It's nobody's job to make us happy. It's nobody's job to make us rich. These are things that we need to do ourselves. And then when we find our partner, we come together and we could be happy as hell, because you could already, you single, you been getting money. You been happy. He been getting money. He been happy. So boom, y'all come together. Let's be happy together. Let's explore the world. Let's get money together. It's just, that's the ultimate love. But when you broke or unhappy and you trying to get in a relationship because you want a man to complete you or whatever, like, baby, that's not gonna work. I'm trying to tell you. It's not gonna work. I feel like we need to be thinking about more so, like, when we get into relationships, like, Instead of thinking about what a person could be doing for you, think about what you could do for this person. How can you change this person's life? You know? All right, let's talk about dating. Going on dates, I mean. Now, this goes along with the expectations. You bitches... Sorry, okay, let me stop saying that. You women talking about something. You don't like the Cheesecake Factory. Okay, well, take yourself on a date. All right, y'all be expecting these men who don't even know you from a can of motherfucking paint to drop $200 or $300 on you for a first date. Girl, be for real. And this is coming from somebody who went on a first date, and I was late, so I paid for the date. It was over $100. All right, and I ain't with the nigga. Now, did I make more money? Obviously, but. Come on. No. Like, imagine a man going on multiple dates, dropping that much money every day. And, you know, it's not lasting with none of these women. Come on now. Like, no, nobody's doing that. I feel like y'all need to be realistic. Because I'll even tell a man, like, you know, on the first date, I don't mind paying for myself. You pay for you, I pay for myself. If I like you and it's not too expensive, I'll pay for you because I'm not paying over $100 for another man. Maybe when I get there and I start getting some money, but what I'm not going to do is just be dropping that on every man. Yeah, no. No. Okay? So, but that was like, even my first time even paying for a man on the first date. And I don't think I'll ever do that again. At least not no date that's over $100. We go walk in the park. I'll buy you some hot dogs or some sushi or something. But yeah, no, over 100? No. Anyways, yeah, so I feel like y'all need to stop expecting these men to drop $200-$300 on y'all on a first date. Like, even if he got it like that, like, I don't know, I just feel like that's stupid. I don't even know you, and you want me to drop, like, let's do something that's a little bit cheaper. You know, take a walk in the park, you know, talk and get to know each other. Maybe even go to, like, an aquarium, you know, something a little bit cheaper. Excuse me, something just a little bit on the cheaper side, but... y'all expectations for these men be crazy. All right? Crazy. And I feel like y'all need to stop. That's why your ass is single, because y'all be expecting these men to drop $200-$300 on the first date, and then who knows if y'all are even going to start if y'all are ever going to talk again. That's stupid. I feel like we need to respect men who are financially responsible. And respect the fact that he ain't trying to drop $200 on you, and he don't even know if he gonna ever talk to you again after y'all go on this date. You know? So I feel like I can respect a man who's financially responsible. Like I said, I don't have no problem paying for myself on a first date, or I don't have no problem, you know, going something that's like free or super cheap. I'm cool with that. Like, because let's get to know each other. Because, you know, when you're intentional, you understand, like, it's unrealistic for a man who's dating to be dropping that much money on every woman that he go on a date with. That's crazy to me. But even if he got it, I feel like that's stupid. But whatever. Also, let's talk about online dating real quick. Something I learned from a podcast I listened to, which I'll also put in the description, is people, when you're dating, you need to be intentional. And the one, like the lady in the video, she was explaining, I forget her name, sorry. She was explaining, like, if you're looking for, like, a relationship, 9 times out of 10, you're going to have to pay for a dating app. I know it sounds crazy, but she's like, think about it like this. You get what you pay for. If you ain't paying for nothing, 9 times out of 10, you can keep running into these men who want casual sex, who, you know, ain't looking for nothing serious. People who's looking for something serious is willing to drop a little something. Because it's like, you know, and me personally, I never paid for a dating app, but when she put it into perspective, it's like, okay, I don't know, maybe I would. You know, and she's just like, if you don't got enough money to pay for a dating app, then you shouldn't be dating. She was talking that shit, all right? And it made a lot of sense. Also, she was saying that your bio needs to be not too long, but reflective of what you're looking for. You know, just a little bit about yourself. Give people something to approach you with. Like, you know, maybe, okay, I like rice. I like, I said that because I like rice. So, you know, if I put that in my bio, like, hey, I like rice. I love rice. And they could talk about, okay, so what's your favorite food? You know, now we got something to talk about. Oh, my favorite food is this and the third. What's yours? I like da-da-da. Oh, I don't really care too much. You know, you give yourself, you know, you giving people conversation. Y'all able to spark a conversation from what you got in your bio. So she was saying, like, you know, be a little descriptive in your bio, but not too much because people don't like to read. And as a business owner, I know people do not like to read. If it's a long instructions or anything, they don't like to read. They rather message you and ask you a question that they could have got answered if they motherfucking read. Anyways, that's neither here nor there. But anyway, but yeah, so that's pretty much all I got. Also, I feel like I kind of talked really, really fast. So if you need to listen to this again, just slow it down, listen again. Actually, I might try to slow it down. I don't know. But, yeah, so be intentional, you know, keep in mind, think that, you know, take your time. If you just got out of a relationship, take your time, take some time to yourself, get to know yourself, get to re-love yourself before you hop into another relationship. Evaluate your expectations, and again, be intentional. Y'all need to be dating with intention. If you're looking for love, make it clear and don't accept nothing but somebody who's on the same page. If you're looking for love, make sure that the man that you dating or about to be dating is also looking for love. Don't be looking for love and be dating a man that said he only wants something casual. It's not gonna go nowhere. Same for men, you know? But yeah, it's almost time for me to go get my baby daughter. So thanks for listening, everyone. I'm so excited to have recorded this because it's been a minute. And I have a podcast coming up with a friend of mine where I'm probably going to talk about, you know, like I said, I'm going to try to do seasons on the same subject. So we're going to talk about something similar as what I talked about today. But it's cool because it's a conversation. We get to get a man's point of view of things. And I'm excited because we've been talking about doing a podcast for a minute. But yeah, so that's coming or whatever. And yeah, I got some plans. So thanks for listening. Please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please leave a review on my podcast. If you're listening on Spotify or Apple Music or wherever you're listening to, please leave a review. That'll really help my podcast. I feel like I don't emphasize this enough, but I be needing y'all to like it, comment, leave some reviews because I need that. But I thank you so much for being on this journey with me and being patient with me as I learn my way in this podcasting world. But this is something that I really like and that I really will continue to do for the years to come, especially, you know, after I finish school. I'll have a lot of information for everyone to share, and let's talk about this human experience because it's crazy, right? We need to bounce ideas off each other on how to manage living on earth in these crazy ass times. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need to be able to learn some things from people, and I feel like that's the best way to learn yourself is to listen to other people talk about certain things. You're able to like really, like, I don't know, like when I listen to certain podcasts like mental health podcasts or money podcasts or whatever, I learn so much about myself. It like sparks something in my mind. It's like, oh dang, I didn't even peep that before, you know? So yeah, let's get it together here. But thanks for listening. Next podcast will be in a few weeks, hopefully. I'm gonna try to be more consistent, but y'all know I'm a mom. I got shit going on. Alright. Also, if you have any kids who want some ruffle socks, hit me up. I was gonna take a break from waffle socks, but I don't think I will. I kinda like doing ruffle socks, but I am about to start doing ruffle sock classes, which is cool, to teach people how to do ruffle socks and, you know, all that good stuff. So anyways, yeah, thanks for listening. Yeah, bye.